Hello everyone, welcome to another Exchange 2019 video. My name is Ed, and in this video we're going to look at hacking Exchange with another exploit that is available on GitHub on vulnerable Exchange servers. This is the ECP DLP Policy exploit. Now, just to reiterate, like my previous video, this is for educational purposes only and to demonstrate what can happen if your server is not patched and how an attacker can get in. Now, for this exploit to work, you do need a valid username and password to get in. So let's assume that an attacker simulated a phishing attack or they managed to do social engineering and they were able to get credentials or they phoned the help desk, which they do often, and they pretended to be user X at the company and got IT to reset the credentials. So it's very important to make sure that your users are educated, not to just give out information. Number two, that your IT personnel also are more savvy in a sense that they've go and double check with the user first before actually resetting credentials and giving it out over the phone. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a search for Exchange. Now I'm running Metasploit again. I've already launched it. If you're not familiar with Metasploit, there are videos on Udemy and the OffSec certifications, as well as other videos and other learning material. INE also has it, etc. That teach you how to use Metasploit. I'm going to search Exchange, press enter, and these are all the exploits available for Exchange, not all of them applicable to Exchange 2019. The one we're interested in is number 18. So what I'm going to do is type in use 18, press enter, and it will default to the Windows x64 interpreter reverse HTTPS shell. Some of these payloads don't work. In this instance, I couldn't get multiple payloads to work, but I did want to show you that it points out the server is vulnerable. So what do we have to do? We have to set a couple of options, that being the L host. So everything that says yes, but this exploit does require a valid username and a password. So the first thing I'm going to set is the L host. So if I type in set L host, I'm going to just use my Ethernet 0. Then I'm going to set the username to user1 at tlab.local, and then I'm going to set the password, which is a dummy password because this is a lab. And then I'm going to type in run, apologies, rhost, set rhosts 102.37.103.203, and oh, sorry, had a spelling error here. Too many dots. Let's run it again. Now what you can see is it started a handler on my machine, and then it comes and it tells you the target appears to be vulnerable. Exchange server, this version is a vulnerable build. Now it takes the credentials that we provided and it logs into OWA with those credentials, and it successfully logs into OWA. It will then try with the DLP policy creation page, and it will then be successful in creating it. It's just the exploit or the payload fails to give back a reverse shell, as you can see. On the Exchange side, the server doesn't show any DLPs, so I'll bring across an Exchange server here. I'm logged into the ECP and I'm on DLP, and you can see nothing is showing here, even though it says it was successful. So this is just another exploit that they can use, an attacker can use to gain access to your environment. You can see that I can log into OWA. I don't need to have domain admin credentials. I can elevate my privileges. Once I've got onto the Exchange system, I can create accounts. It's just a matter of time of getting the payloads to work. I've tried shellbind, I've tried x64 version, I've tried a reverse TCP. For some reason, it doesn't want to work, and it's possibly just my Azure Lab that is blocking it on the ports. I just want to make you aware again, you need to patch your Exchange systems. If the server was patched, it would come back and say that the server is not vulnerable to attack, and that would close the door to the attacker, meaning they would move on. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I thank you very much for watching.